Do the ceremonial clap to try to sync.
Are we syncing the video and the audio, or us?
Both.
Oh,
Everything. We're singing
Sort of.
loading.
So the last time the party was actually currently split, where Jackson and Pero was currently in a VIP suite. That didn't make it to the actual video, but yeah, Pero apparently either lost or gained enough money to get comped a VIP suite within the cruise ship that we know as Xylophone. The rest of the party is currently pretty poorly damaged after securing the motorcycle and riding on to kangaroos or aquaroos. That is where, Pero, you're currently in the cruise ship, and this is where you see Jackson tell you he has somewhere to be, and he leaves the room, scurrying off to who knows where.
I know where.
Stay in the room, leave the ship.
I just leave the room.
Yeah, you can.
Leave the room.
Leave the VIP room. It's a larger foyer. There's the picture of the monkey in the suit, which is how you got in here with more special chip. All right. Well, then the rest of the party is actually out in the sands.
Yeah.
Pretty hurt. You are currently riding on a aquaroo there rails with Alice, which happens to be someone in which Chirp has rescued from the ship. That's when you hear the familiar noise of Zig's motorcycle go by as Zig and Chirp eventually catch up.
How much HP would you say I have at the moment?
You had one.
All right, I'll just put myself at 1.
Yeah, you
So I had like one. Yeah.
I need a nap.
Yeah, I feel like completely broken and stuff. Kind of in my day state, I guess I would kind of just snap out of like a bit of a stupor, like thinking about like how I thought my death was coming and stuff. But I would kind of think we need to regroup and find safety now. Essentially, we need to regroup, get somewhere safe, and just hunker down.
So you take some time to find what you would appear to be safest point that you can. You're still out in the middle of the desert. You find a place that at least you're shielded by the wind by some sort of dune of some sort to camp. I guess between the four of you, including Alice, that you would take some sort of watch, and for sake of time and respect for you, you eventually all achieve a full rest.
Does that affect my this?
I
guess I can look.
There is, yes, it says each day. Because we have special rules. He had several.
I can remove 1d4 anxiety when taking a short rest, or the spell calm emotions. So I roll a d4?
Yes. So 1d4 and reduce that many.
3. No. It's only 3. Look, it's 4 on one side, but it's 3 on 2 of them.
Confusing.
It's a misprint dice, but we're deciding, yeah. So you can remove that many, and you have not that much negs.
Yay!
Negatives to everything with this.
Oh, I forgot my markers. Oh, well.
So yeah, again, with a full rest, you can regain all hit points. I guess a short rest that you roll hit dice. This is, again, the next day after that. I'm going to pick up with Pero being separated from everyone. And first of all, I will need you to roll me a d20.
1.
Yeah.
Oh,
On a 1. Actually, you add your wisdom, which is +2. It's a 3.
Oh.
This was the first ever, and it's a new part of the rule, of our homesickness rules. You gain 1 level of homesickness, being separated from your home dimension, being a shapeoid. You start seeing and hearing people you miss from home. This gets worse each stage that progresses.
Sounds like shrooms.
So I start hallucinating.
Occasionally you hear ISO from a different room.
You hear your uncle upstairs. Oh.
Uncle Ron? And Ram? No? And Lamb?
I don't know. I seen him, but I was in a hurry.
Start hearing things occasionally, and it gets worse as it goes on. Maybe it's just now just hearing, I don't know, the hum of ISO's computer. Maybe the tones of a certain older gentleman that respects you quite a bit there, Pero.
Fate.
Is there anything else? Jackson has not came back. You know that you have one more day before you make it to Kelp Keep, where everyone's supposed to eventually meet back up.
What can I do?
Is there something on the ship you're going to go gamble more that we can say you do for the rest of the day?
Can I go back into the VIP suite?
Yeah, you have your little thing. You just go back and you chill.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's one other problem.
Oh,
You did roll a natural 1, which means you have to roll for a misfortune that it happens to you. So roll for me
And also,
these two.
add a stat from Rema level.
And a stack for
90
oh,
and
for,
a 6 or a 9, I can't tell.
that's 99 for misfortune.
Me? Man, I don't know.
You got 99 problems. You were off by 1.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
So
yeah.
as you feel bad and you start hearing these things, you spontaneously, actually you'll have to tell me, how does aging within Shapeoids work? Do they have an average age of death?
do you become a
He's
flower?
about 21, you said.
Do your edges get duller?
Does your edges just naturally start rounding out when you get older?
So everyone who's a circle is just like grandmas and grandpas.
They just become circles.
Circles live longer then.
Oh,
Okay, so you eventually see yourself in your mirror and you see these effects as if you have aged 50 years. You take -5 to either your dex or your strength,
Oh.
but you take +3 to your intelligence or wisdom. I assume it would be wisdom, so you could sit at a 23.
So
You do go
I
back
take
to...
off my strength.
Okay, yeah, so you're currently... Actually, that in other editions, that might have been lethal.
why?
'Cause he's at a 3.
His total strength is a 3?
Yeah. It's like -5?
Yeah.
It's -5, but also dead. So you don't die when you're at negative strength. You just don't have the strength to even move your own body. He needs a wheelchair.
Do I need a wheelchair now?
You find something to be like as a walker as you go around here.
Yeah,
This would have been...
Walker.
This would have been, yeah. But you're at a like +6 or 7, and with your wisdom, you have aged 50 years. Now, as a note, the next morning you will spontaneously know that you're back to normal. Okay, now everyone else, you have woken up from the sand dune. You have finally healed. Alice tells everyone that you seem a little worse for wears. But everyone, including Alice, will have to make the same roll a d20 and add your wisdom. It's for homesickness.
I don't feel homesick. My
This
sister's
is
here.
Pero now, I
The
You
guess.
succeed.
Hello.
It's the closest I've been to
Yeah.
home, and
Do it with advantage. Then.
This is Pero now, I guess. This is Pero now, I guess.
He's an octagon. Had to think about aging.
I got
with
a
shapes.
15.
Okay, good.
Let's see what
Alice succeeded.
16. So it should
You succeeded. It's very, very easy at
You
first.
got a 7 plus your wisdom.
Pure 7.
Okay,
Pure 7.
everybody succeeds. The first baseline homesickness is 4.
Oh.
But every time that you succeed, the difficulty goes up the next day. So eventually you will experience it and have to... There are what means of getting rid of homesickness, which is like writing a letter to back home, or like
Smoking a
having
bowl.
like a flashback to something will help too. But that had nothing to do with aging. So
I write a letter back home. How do I necessarily do that?
It might be tricky considering you're interdimensional. Maybe.
yeah, that might be trouble. That might be more difficult.
How do I write a letter back home?
You could probably go write it and send it to Oasis where you know where other people are and just get away with it like that. You know there's like your higher ups and whatnot.
Oh yeah, the ones that I killed.
No, remember they did not like your higher ups either. They were like a splinter group.
So you could like write about your adventures in a diary, planning to share it with your friends when you return.
Stuff like that would work too. Throw it in a bag of holding. I don't know. Maybe we'll get there.
Eventually.
I found a bag of devouring. Yeet.
Oops.
The what is it called?
And poop emotions.
Where you where it's not real, but it's affects you. No.
A hallucination.
It's where you can take like a sugar pill and it can cure your disease.
Placebo.
Yeah, it's the placebo effect. You don't know that it didn't go anywhere. The placebo effect would be highly effective on this
It
homesickness.
only works if you don't know it's a placebo.
Okay. So none of you have the problems of homesickness other than Pero. Even though he's probably the furthest away from home. Different dimension compared to different galaxy.
Also, I'm kind of numb to it by now. I've been traveling alone for like ever.
No, homie. You need homesickness one way or another.
I wonder where it went.
Be like, I'm missing
What?
my
Rails will actually notice that his rabbit, his jackalope, is still there.
Oh,
it is
still
still with you, but I don't know what happened to the mini. Which is bad, because I like that mini. I bought it exclusively for it. For
Maybe-
usage.
Maybe it's here.
It couldn't have gone
Ah, there
far.
it
right
is.
here.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah, it was there, man.
Okay, good.
It was right here by the computer.
Okay. You'll notice that it's actually there. You'll notice that there seems to be a thicker layer of... it's almost like it's growing in a winter coat, if you will. It seems to be awkwardly layered.
Grown even bigger. Wait, you're supposed to be gone when I'm like this.
So this is Para right now, is what you're telling me.
Yep.
You are remarkably quick with that.
Yeah.
He's a Blizzard expert. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and Alice would be looking around. She would probably go to you and she would say, so my brother sent you?
Yes, well, kind of. He told me to look out for his family before he died.
Oh, okay. I guess I can ponder that. And she would say, so where are we going?
You are going to Kelp Keep. I need to see a rogue about where you're going from there.
So you're going to tell me where to go?
No, I'm going to hire someone to take you where you want to go. And then I got to save Xylophone. I have a very long to-do list.
Also, regardless of the conversation, and a lot of things have been going on. This might be one of the first time that you actually take a notice of her. She does look like an older version of the sister that you remember. There's a few scars just from traveling, if you will. Nothing of like what you would expect a weapon injury. Her clothes seem something like she would have took from home, but has been re-sewed and modified and patched quite a bit more than normal. It's just stuff I want you to note. And she would say, are you guys going to Kelp Keep too? Or?
I suppose that's like the only direction we've got to go.
Yeah, because we're supposed to Let's go. Kill
You're telling me this is Pero right now.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's
In a
exactly
casino,
Pharaoh.
absolutely.
So just an old man at the casino hearing voices.
To
Well,
be
what do we-
fair, as old as you are now, you might not be hearing anything.
71. 71-year-old Pharaoh.
It's a cursed sight.
Somehow there's just like old candy in your pocket.
It's the
A
kind that
Werther
wasn't
original.
it was poorly wrapped, so it's starting to fuse into
Yeah.
that amalgam.
So, can I use a roll dice to recall memory? I'm sorry, this is not Pathfinder.
Recall a memory.
This is not Pathfinder.
If you want to tell a
Remember where we were supposed to go?
I can tell you. Ever since Shambles was with the party, he said, I had a vision and you need to go to Kelp Keep because there's something that's supposed to help you bring back the ocean. That is the reason why everybody's went this way. It's just because Shambles said a random thing, an event where no one other than Shambles heard it.
So where's Shambles right now? Do we know?
Shambles left the party to go meet up with his dad, and they're heading south to, I think it was Titan's Grave.
Pero has these candies that only old
Yes.
people
Yeah.
have.
Oh, that's just mean to Bessie.
I'm sorry. Where do you buy these things at? Tell me
I
that.
think you can get it at $1.
I don't know. I've
True.
never seen them.
I've
They-
had those before.
They have them at
Good.
Kroger.
They just appear when you turn like 70.
They give you a lifetime supply at your retirement party.
The way things are going, if you retire at 70 without yield max,
So Pero's this.
They gave you a good jacket, a hoodie.
they didn't give me. I bought it,
This is
unfortunately.
the exact image of Pero right now.
Yes.
Is that
If
what
you
they
could
call
save
it
it
now?
and send it to me, I'll put that in. Huh?
Is that what they call it now?
What?
Xylophone?
No, these are the stocks I've been telling everyone to buy.
Oh, yeah.
They paid me like $486
This month I broke
this
1,000.
week. Yeah, I broke 1,000 too.
I want a cool jacket too.
Well,
First,
I'll
you should
be
get some
right
cool
back.
stocks.
Be right back real quick.
Okay, you gotta go somewhere? Well, that's fine, because we're with these guys. So, the party fractures even again, where you two and... actually, how are you? You're gonna get Tribbiani?
No. I assume that we moved in the direction of Kelp Keep, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Xylophone pass us in the night?
One of you would have probably have noticed a certain sandstorm, yeah.
So that did happen. So then
Yeah,
I
that's
am
it.
going to have to catch up.
If we're going to
Then
be
I'm going to have to
It would have been
get
later.
Tribbiani.
You could be able to, yeah, with Tribbiani, you would only be like maybe 3 or so hours off.
Okay.
It
if we're gonna
is slow for how big it is.
If we're gonna catch up and save Xylophone, we might as well get going now.
Oh, you're coming with... We escaped the ship. How good are you at sneaking around? Those antlers kind of stick out. Literally.
Well, considering how big I'll get fed here, I really.
Wait,
Don't-
is he human right now?
He no longer has a human
Yeah,
form.
well, because
Nope.
it was too small. Couldn't get the supports off.
So you're stuck in your Wendigo form 24/7?
Not.
Guess the fit.
Yes.
Well, your mutation form, your
Also, the numbers are too small, so they're kind of a little disformed.
No, it doesn't suck. I did this
No,
on
the 6
purpose.
is like the hardest one
well,
to...
you're taller now, and you have
Oh.
horns. You like.
He's
different
actually
now.
more emaciated than his previous transformation.
I would go back and forth. I'd say I was an incomplete form of what I am at the current moment. What I did was go through something called the starting ritual, and that would explain why a lot of my memories were locked up and seized. Because in the starting ritual, you're starved of one thing within yourself. whether it be memories, actual starvation, something emotionally. It could be anything, and it ended up choosing my memories.
So now you remember stuff, or you don't remember stuff?
I can remember clearly what went on like in my past and everything now.
Do you have like an absolute memory of every event in your life? Like you remember being a baby now? Did it reset it that well?
No,
Okay.
but he knows a lot of like the events that went down
Okay.
pretty clearly now.
Yep.
Hard to read, but
It is hard to read, but
That's why you could paint it. The numbers.
card. I used the card to break off the shell.
That sounds like it has a nice weight to it,
It
actually.
actually does.
Okay.
wait.
So we're all going back onto the ship.
Yes.
Okay.
Reuniting and getting everything squared away. And then help keep.
You have a nice blade.
Okay. Well, we can't take the bike back.
We can't take the bike back?
No, I don't think so.
Why?
How are you going to get it up there? I literally blew up the dock. A kangaroo could probably jump up there, but your bike doesn't jump, does it?
And I need to dismantle it and have some scraps.
You're going to dismantle it after this whole stressful situation?
Dismantle it in a form that you could carry it all? For like carry the heart of it?
Just go ahead and
Give me a second to think about it, okay?
I go ahead and open the spell book and realize
Okay,
that a lot of
why
things have
you
changed
blew
for me.
up the dock?
No.
Unfortunately.
Do you
Cantrips
remember
are
I was on the
probably
back of your bike, I
better
threw the
because you
grenade
only have
over
2
my
spells
shoulder?
a day you can cast.
2 spells a day, yeah.
I have to stop giving you grenades.
Cantrips you can cast
Should be easy, you
anytime.
don't have
So
any more.
Booming Blade, Friends, that
I don't-
other one that you picked that I forgot what it was.
Circle of Magic.
No, well, that was level 3.
Yeah,
Alright.
Magic Circle's the level
Circle
3
of
right
Magic.
here.
Yeah, you get
Beast
in.
Speech
Circle of
was
Magic.
awesome.
Apes.
So, where are we heading?
We are headed to Xylophone for sure.
Okay.
Alice says,
We
okay.
need to- We got unfinished business, so we gotta regroup.
Listen to me. Build yourself some legs from your bike.
Some leg.
Some big legs. So you can run fast and jump.
I noticed this spell in my book. Maybe it could be useful. Fly. Any of you want to fly?
I have flies.
I'm sure you'd be able to fly on your own, naturally,
When I'm older.
when you're older.
I think you can make the
Way
motorcycle
older.
fly.
Make the motorcycle fly?
Yeah, because it has no willing objection anyway, so you just touch it and it can fly, right?
This is willing.
Willing
It has to be
creature. It must be
willingly.
a willing creature. I
Oh.
can't just do it to like that object.
That would be pretty sick, though.
It would be pretty good, though.
That's why I'm thinking about gravity.
Then that's theirs. Like, did you make this out of any part? Roll me a d20.
For what?
Straight read 20. I'll tell you if it's good enough. It's out of scraps you found from the ship, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
14. What? Unless you
You
wanna
look
add-
back on all the parts.
Or you want me to add the intelligence?
Yeah, give me intelligence too.
18.
Okay. Cool, because you were handpicking parts. You're thinking about all their uses. Not only of just making a machine, but you do recall that you picked up something that would be part of any of those mechs you used to operate, which would be like the AI core,
Okay, yeah.
which then would qualify it as a it could be a construct.
Yeah.
Sure. So it could, in theory, where are you going to park it? How are you going to get it back down? But you have seen similar magics or spells used on construct AI creatures before. Some of it might be actually how weapon systems and cooling systems work on some of the mechs.
Now I wanted to be and lead the motorcycle.
You scrap.
No,
he just said you could cast fly on the motorcycle.
I know. Hold on.
Not just fucking motorcycle.
After all,
I am Iron Man.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he will have to cast fly every time.
Yeah, it'd be fly first time and fly the second time to get off, which would take all of his spells.
I know.
There are other ways to get it off. It's getting it on that's a problem. Also, would you agree that you kind of owe me?
Technically, yeah.
All right, I need you to kill a bird.
A bird.
Yes.
Any bird?
No, a specific bird.
That bird caught me off guard. I thought it was done for sure, but then that bird appeared.
No.
Wrong bird.
I need you to
bird?
kill an ostrich.
Oh, an ostrich.
An ostrich?
Did I stutter?
Is it evil? Is it? I don't know why I asked.
I need you to kill an ostrich.
Okay.
I don't need you to ask questions about the ostrich.
Okay, it's gonna help for the adventure, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, kill the ostrich.
Okay.
We're killing
I
an
was
ostrich.
going to kill the ostrich. Okay. So prep that ostrich.
He's got the ostrich prepped.
What? Am I going to have a showdown with ostrich?
Okay. You laugh. You see what their kangaroos can do, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, so everybody's setting out to meet where this storm was.
Yes.
We said it only passed 3 hours ago. We should be able to see the sand.
Yeah,
I assume
there is a haze off in the distance towards Kelp Keep.
All right, let's go.
So
Yeah.
all four of you head out.
Yay!
You cast fly on this.
It doesn't need to fly until we get there.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I'm just thinking Hagrid right now.
Yeah. Without the Hagrid. Okay, that's fine.
It requires my concentration for up to 10 minutes of time.
Show live.
Nice.
A flight.
Are you printing ducks now?
Is it is the ducks with the rocks head? Is that
Yes.
it? Oh no, the rocks. Okay, so after you're about 3 or so hours, you'll be approaching yet again this sand wall that's going around it.
That's 3D printer that vibrating noise.
All right, so sand again. Didn't not suck the first time, so.
I barely remember the first time.
We were
Kind of
hiding under a
is.
wagon. We got
They're
turned off.
going back to Xylophone. You're still in Xylophone as an old man. They don't know.
How do I meet back up with them?
Well, we'll find you, but I'm going to assume you're your own grandfather.
Yes.
He's like Fry on Futurama. He's his own grandfather.
That's the way you fix the paradox. If you go back in time and kill your own grandfather, you become the grandfather in the situation.
Did you watch that episode?
Free. No,
What?
I'm not
That's
letting them watch
exactly
that
what
episode.
Mm.
You don't think about it, Lyric. No, you're too young. I gotta
Are you
edit this
talking
out now.
Futurama?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Oh, jeez. I remember
He
that
was
episode.
trying to keep him alive, but he ended up killing him.
And they're done now.
And then he's
And then censored. There's
Yeah,
a kid in the room.
and then the censor part, you know what happened. So he's his own.
So you don't need it. Yeah.
Okay.
Think about it.
Okay, moving on.
Okay. go ahead. Back to the future.
All right. So, how are we gonna get through this sand wall this time? Just charge it.
It's
Could go over. Burrow, you say?
How tall is
Alice.
the sand wall anyway?
yeah.
How tall is Xylophone?
See if I actually have an exact
Is there
on.
any door or anything like that? Or a gate?
Giant wall of sand swirling around in the wind and scouring off our skin. Well, your skin.
I have an armor.
So
It's
it'll
not the
polish it.
right one. What is it?
Yeah.
There is so much to Xylophone's actual stats. It's crazy. I'm trying to
Should be
find.
fine. You're an exoskeleton outside.
Sure.
So
I mean, last time I went in and flew Pharaoh as a kite.
I guess I didn't take the distance of it, but
A little bit smaller.
yeah, it is centered on Xylophone, and you already know that it is a ring around them. So there's a end point, maybe a couple hundred feet, not a couple hundred feet, like 150 feet up, where you can see where the sand stopped, and it's just ringed around them, where you could either go under or over to not take any damage.
How wide is it?
How thick?
No, how wide?
Why?
Wide the ring?
Yep.
Or how dense?
No, how wide?
It's the entirety of Xylophone, which would be about a football field.
Nice. We were able to keep up with him. All right, guys, I have a plan. We go around the outside of the circle to the front of it, go a few hundred yards beyond that, dig a hole, and then, when the sandstorm passes over us, we just come out of the hole.
We're going in front of a very slow moving train, though, so let's be cautious not to get ourselves stumped.
I don't know if you remember last time. It literally ripped our skin away. Well, your skin. His skin. Maybe. I don't know. Might have just lost his armor. Definitely the other guy's skin. I still have the jerky.
That's disturbing. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll go with the plan then.
Did the Wendigo say it's disturbing that I have human flesh?
Yes.
Okay.
So, is this the plan that you guys take?
Are you sure about that plan?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. We dig.
Okay.
So, do I have to roll for digging?
Alice follows.
Okay.
Hey, I said it was disturbing, not tasteless. It tastes great.
This is going to be pretty stressful for the kangaroos.
Yours, maybe. Mine's used to it.
Kangaroo. They should be fine.
Did my brother give you his kangaroo?
Something like that.
Oh.
There was no one else to take care of him.
How's Tribbiani been doing? As you're walking 300, 500 feet ahead.
Well, he wasn't super fond of, living insects riding him, but he got used to it.
What do I hear from
They're
them?
very
I can actually
versatile.
just listen
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah, they're not. She's not hiding her conversation.
Yeah, I'm just talking.
There's also a sandstorm, which would muffle
I mean,
maybe some.
we're around the outside of it. So,
Okay.
when we make it to the front?
Yes, you've made it as many feet you want ahead for this.
Mold Earth. Little bunker.
Okay.
It lasts 1 hour. The cantrip. So
Does it conceal, as in closing up where it's dark?
no. So my idea is that
You're just
we'll
like a
take
little
this.
troll.
We'll take it, and put it in the front, so it kind of gives us a buffer as it blows over.
I mean, I'm sure it's going a certain clock
Okay.
or counterclockwise direction, so we were able to block that.
So, and sandstorm goes over, and then comes the rib cages, which again you've tried to have aimed in front of the head, so you're not getting stomped on by this. And well, soon the sandstorm's over, and now you're looking into skeletal head. The three of you give me a perception check as you're looking up.
Well, that's a 5.
17.
Okay.
I am specifically looking for the rope I cut. The rope bridge I cut.
I got 2.
Well,
So
as
Yeah.
you're looking up, the head goes by, and you there, Chirp, will notice that there is a fortified wooden structure, another building not lodged right behind the head. This is a completely different building than comes by, would be closer to the closer to the head, but still in the chest would actually have been somewhere where you can guess is the rooms, because you can see the hole where the bird and the bear went through, and then again the ship would go by, and then you will notice that there is the rope bridge still kind of dangling. If you're going to wait that long, because that's a lot of time. But you will. That is what would happen if you wait that long. I'm assuming you guys would get out of the hole before then.
Is it hanging down low enough to grab it?
Yeah, part of it is dragging. A good solid 50 foot still dragging from it.
Okay. So, there's a rope bridge here.
Which point did you cut it from? Did you cut it from the the garage? Or?
No, I cut it from the other end, so we'll all end up in the garage area.
Okay. So your idea as a party is to climb up this ladder that is now a rope bridge.
He can't. He's got to fly the bike in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Oh, you kept the bike and not just the AI?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're casting fly on his
Be
bike.
like, bam!
And then you and Alice, where's the kangaroos? How's the kangaroos climbing? I guess they could.
I mean, they can jump.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so climb.
I can only do 2 casts, though.
That's alright.
It's alright, you just take
Maybe
that short
we'll
rest.
find somewhere for you to take a couple-hour nap.
Power nap.
Do they regain that short rest?
Yes.
Since warlocks. Okay, that makes sense. So with a 2-hour break between fights, you can regain your spell slots.
Any rest.
Yeah.
We'll give you everything.
Yeah.
Maybe we could.
Unlike wizards that have to do all day.
Maybe I could
sorcerers.
still infiltrate like the room we had and then get the rest in preparation for what needs to happen.
Now, if you're casting fly and the only bridge is up to the garage, which is not connected to the ship where your rooms were. Well, your rooms were actually complicated. So Tribbiani, Chirp, Alice, and her kangaroo will eventually jump into the garage because the garage can't close anymore because that was damaged in the
I got a
explosion.
question. If I throw the guy, does it make it run? The flying thing?
Yeah.
How long does
Somehow.
this take to get up to there anyway?
And then to climb would probably have taken a good 10 minutes.
What about the flight?
Flight is 60 foot a thing. He would have got there first.
I was wondering because of the time of fly, it's just 10 minutes.
He would be able to get there faster because it's 60 foot.
I know. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
In 10
This
minutes,
is right there.
Should be.
10 times 60
Well,
dash would also count, so it would be 120 per 60 seconds.
I was just making sure whether or not he still.
He
had
could
fly
land it
put up
on.
there.
He could land it on the stinking fortress on top if he wished. Like because of how fast and how distance, but
Yeah.
sorry, there, Larry. So you guys, everyone can get to the garage, and then I guess Zeg here could fly anywhere in the 10 minutes that you got.
So, can I look if I see an ostrich?